Hello, we're going to talk about a vapor rub, which is pretty much like a Vicks vapor rub, but way healthier and way better. Awesome. So I keep mine in a mason jar. I get mine from Canadian Tire. Again, it has to be glass, and you can get a bunch for a really great price. So that's where I like to get mine. So what you're going to do is you're going to take shea butter. You're going to take 1/3 of a cup of shea butter. Mine's in a Ziploc again because I've opened it and have used it. So 1/3 of a cup of shea butter. Get this from your health food store. And 1/4 cup of cold pressed organic coconut oil. I get mine from Costco, the best price from when I have shopped around. Again, about 1/3, about 1/4 of a cup for each. If you're a little bit off or a little bit different, it really doesn't matter. So you're going to take both of those and you're going to put them in a double boiler. So I don't have one. So again, I use a saucepan with a Pyrex dish. So I'll put water in the bottom of my saucepan and I'll put my Pyrex dish on top, and I'll put my hard coconut oil and my shea butter in here, and I will boil it until the bubbles underneath, until this melts. I give it a little stir every once in a while until the items have melted. Then you take this off, and you're supposed to let this cool to room temperature. You can let this sit on your counter for a while. It'll take a while, like 20 minutes, half an hour, to begin to even start to cool to room temperature. You can go do something else. I put mine in the fridge I set the timer so I don't forget about it, for 5 minutes. And then I come back and I use my hand mixer and I mix it up for about 3, 4, 5 minutes. I go back in the fridge for 5 minutes, bring it out, mix it for 5 minutes, give or take, back and forth until it gets to the consistency that I'm looking for. So that would be lotion consistency. So again, here you can see lotion consistency. You only need a very little bit. A little bit goes a really long way. So this is a really good recipe because it lasts a really long time. So once you have gone back and forth in and out of the fridge and with your hand mixer, then you get the consistency that you want, that's when you use the oils. The other thing you can use instead of just waiting with a hand mixer is if you have a KitchenAid mixer that continuously goes on its own, you can put this within the KitchenAid mixer. Again, some people do that. I don't have one, so I don't do that, but I use my hand mixer, which works great as well. So once it gets to the consistency that you want, so this is the consistency that you want, that's when you add your oils. So for this Vicks Vapor Rub, you want to add 20 drops of RC, 20 drops of lavender, 10 drops of lemon, and 10 drops of frankincense. So once you've put all of your oils into the melted coconut and shea butter, which is now at the consistency that you want, you take your hand mixer and you just give it another mix for about 30 seconds or so, just to mix the oils in. You don't want to mix it too long, but just enough to get the oils mixed in. And then you scoop it out with a spatula and put it in your mason jar. If you don't really tend to use it very often, like the Vicks, you might potentially not use as much in the summer, you can keep it in the fridge. So that's something else you can do, or you can just keep it out. It does last a while, but if it's over the summertime and you have your lotion that you don't think you might use as often, feel free to put that in the fridge and pull it out anytime. So good for cough, cold, congestion, anytime you would use a Vicks. You can rub it right on your chest, right on your back, the bottoms of your feet as well is really great. And again, you can't really put on too much. Like you can put it on every hour or so, as often as you need it. Especially if you're really sick and really struggling, that would be a good time to put it on. Again, really all natural, really great oils, super great recipe. Highly recommend that you make it and have it on hand, especially as we get into the fall and the winter. Thanks.